there is a profound and undeniable truth settling deep within my soul, a truth that has been forged in the crucible of my own making. My person, the very essence of who I am, is now acutely and irrevocably feeling the full weight of every action taken, every decision rendered. It's not merely a fleeting sensation, a momentary pang of regret that passes with the changing tide. No, this is a pervasive, all-encompassing realization. I am not only witnessing, with stark and painful clarity, the immediate ripples that have spread from my choices, but I am also becoming exquisitely aware of the far-reaching, long-term consequences that stretch out before me like an endless, desolate road. The landscape of my present is shadowed by the echoes of my past, and the future, once bright with possibility, now seems shrouded in an uncertainty born of my own hands. With a heart that feels as though it has been carved from heavy stone, I acknowledge my faults, my missteps, and my profound mistakes. There is no longer any room for denial, no corner where I can hide from the truth. I understand, with a clarity that borders on agony, precisely where I veered off course, where my judgment faltered, and where my actions betrayed the very principles I held dear. This understanding is not intellectual, it is visceral, a deep-seated knowing that permeates every fiber of my being. And in this raw, exposed state, there is an overwhelming desperation to convey to you, with every fiber of my being, that my loyalty, in its purest form, has never wavered. Even though the very fabric of my actions, the choices I made in moments of confusion or fear, might have tragically obscured this fundamental truth, it remains the bedrock of my feelings for you. It feels, in this moment, as though an impenetrable veil has descended, thick and opaque, preventing you from seeing the true depth of my devotion, the unwavering constancy of my heart's allegiance. I yearn for you to pierce through this mist, to see the steadfastness that lies beneath the surface of my regrettable deeds. As I sit in the quiet, often suffocating, reflection of my solitude, I find myself utterly unable to escape the relentless tide of memories. My mind, unbidden, drifts back to the countless moments we shared, the precious time you and I spent together. The memories of our shared laughter, our whispered secrets, our profound conversations, and even our comfortable silences, are not just vivid, they are ever-present, haunting and beautiful, painting a bittersweet picture in the deepest recesses of my mind. Each snapshot, each fleeting image, is imbued with a longing that aches. Whether it was the simple, unassuming beauty of our everyday interactions, the shared meals, the casual glances, the mundane tasks made extraordinary by your presence, or the more profound, soul-stirring shared experiences that bonded us on a deeper level, each and every moment is cherished, held sacred, and profoundly, agonizingly missed. You are not merely a thought that occasionally crosses my mind, you are a constant, overwhelming preoccupation. This relentless focus on you is becoming an all-consuming force, a current against which I struggle to swim. I find myself grappling, often futilely, to concentrate on other aspects of my life, on the responsibilities that demand my attention, for the pervasive fear of losing you forever overshadows everything else. The mere thought, the chilling contemplation, of a future stretching out before me without your light, your presence, your love, is a source of such profound distress that it disrupts my very ability to function normally. It is a suffocating weight, an unbearable void that threatens to consume me entirely. Your current attitude, the palpable distance you have imposed between us, and the silence that has become your chosen form of communication, have collectively served as a harsh, yet undeniably valuable, lesson for me. The quiet from your end has been particularly telling, a resonant echo in the emptiness I now inhabit. It has, with brutal honesty, forced me to confront the gravity of taking anything, or indeed anyone, for granted. In the past, I may have unconsciously believed that certain constants in my life, certain precious connections, would simply endure, immutable and ever-present. Your absence has shattered that illusion, making it painfully, unequivocally clear that nothing in this fleeting existence is guaranteed. If one does not actively cherish, diligently nurture, and fiercely protect what they have been blessed with, it can, with startling swiftness, be lost, slipping through one's fingers like grains of sand. This revelation, this stark awakening, has struck me deeply, reaching into the very core of my being and shaking me to my foundations. It has taught me a lesson of such profound significance that I know, with every fiber of my being, I will not soon forget it. The impact of this lesson is not merely profound, it is transformative. It has irrevocably reshaped my fundamental understanding of relationships, of the delicate dance between two souls, and of the paramount importance of appreciation, of consistent effort, and of unwavering commitment. In the stark solitude of my current existence, where your absence looms like a shadow, I cry silent tears. These are not tears of self-pity, but of a deep, aching sorrow. The emotional pain of your absence is a constant companion, a heavy cloak that I cannot shed, one that brings me to tears more often than I would ever care to admit. There is a profound, gnawing emptiness within me without you, a void so vast and so deep that nothing else, no other person, no other pursuit, no other joy, seems capable of filling it. This absence is not merely physical, but your touch, your embrace, your very presence are craved with an intensity that borders on desperation. It is an emotional absence, a spiritual chasm that has opened within my soul. I yearn, with every fiber of my being, for your presence, for the unwavering strength of your support, and for the boundless comfort of your love. Without you, I feel utterly directionless, adrift and lost, like a ship cast out onto a vast, tumultuous sea without a compass to guide its way, without a star to navigate by. My life, once vibrant and purposeful, now lacks the same meaning, the same vital essence, the same guiding purpose it once possessed when you were by my side, illuminating my path and grounding my spirit. The realization of this profound void, and the urgent, undeniable need to rectify my mistakes, has ignited a fierce determination within me. I am now willing to go above and beyond, to scale any mountain, to cross any ocean, to make amends for the pain I have caused and the distance I have created. I understand, with absolute clarity, that words alone, no matter how heartfelt or eloquently spoken, are utterly insufficient. They are but fleeting whispers in the wind. Actions, tangible and undeniable, must follow, serving as the true testament to my remorse and my commitment to change. I am ready, truly ready, to put in the extra effort, to dedicate myself wholeheartedly to the arduous but necessary task of improving things within our connection, to mend the fractured pieces of what we once shared. I want, more than anything, to rebuild the trust that has been so carelessly broken, to painstakingly relay the foundations of our bond. I want to show you, through consistent, undeniable actions, that I have changed, that I have learned, and that I am committed to being a better version of myself, a person worthy of your love and trust. I long, with an aching intensity, for your support and your love to return, believing, with every fiber of my being, that with your presence, with your guiding light, I can regain my sense of direction, my lost purpose, and the very meaning of my existence. In the very near future, a future I envision with a hopeful heart, my person plans to make a heartfelt love offer. This is not a decision born of impulse or fleeting emotion, it is not a desperate plea made in the heat of the moment. No, this is a decision that has been meticulously weighed, born out of deep, agonizing reflection and a genuine, profound remorse that has permeated my very soul. I hope, with every beat of my heart, that you will find it within yourself, within the vastness of your compassionate spirit, to forgive me for my past transgressions and to accept this proposal, this offering of my renewed self and my unwavering love. I recognize, with a clarity that resonates deep within me, that you are my perfect match, the one person who completes me in ways no one else ever could, or ever will. You are the missing piece of my soul's puzzle, the melody that completes my song, the light that guides my darkest nights. To be completely, utterly honest, I deeply, profoundly regret my past decisions, especially the one where, in my fear and confusion, I did not choose you, did not prioritize our connection above all else. This regret is not a fleeting shadow. It haunts me, a constant companion in my quiet moments, a stark reminder of the path I regrettably took. Yet, paradoxically, this very regret fuels my determination, igniting within me an unyielding resolve to make things right, to rectify the wrongs, and to heal the wounds. I am preparing, with a mixture of trepidation and fervent hope, to make my way back to you, driven by the profound hope that it is not, in fact, too late for us, that there is still a chance for redemption and renewal. I am ready to show you, through every action, every word, every breath, that I have truly changed, that I have grown, and that I am willing to do whatever it takes to endure any challenge, to earn back your precious trust and your invaluable love. I yearn to create new memories with you, to weave a tapestry of joy and shared experiences that will, in time, replace the sorrow and regret of the past with the vibrant colors of a renewed, more profound connection. My journey back to you is not merely a physical one, it is a spiritual pilgrimage, filled with an overwhelming sense of hope, a deep and sincere repentance for my past failings, and an unshakable desire to make things right, to set the world back on its proper axis. I believe, with an unwavering conviction, in the inherent strength and resilience of our bond, and I hope, with every fiber of my being, that you, too, can see the boundless potential for a beautiful, enduring future that awaits us, a future we can build together, hand in hand, heart to heart. Can you feel me telepathically speaking to you, reaching out across the expanse that separates us? It feels, to me, as though our connection transcends the mere confines of physical boundaries, as if our thoughts, our deepest emotions, our very souls are intertwined on a deeper, more ethereal level. There are moments, countless moments, when I find myself, quite unbidden, planning an entire future with you in my mind, constructing elaborate scenarios, imagining with vivid detail the life we could build together, the dreams we could chase, the quiet joys we could share. These thoughts, these visions, come unbidden, unsolicited, and I don't know what it is, what cosmic force or invisible thread, or how it happens, but your energy, your very essence, keeps pulling me back to you, relentlessly, inexorably. There truly is an invisible thread, a silken, unbreakable cord, that ties my heart to yours, drawing me back with an irresistible force whenever I drift away, whenever I try to stray from the path that leads directly to you. At one point, in a time clouded by fear and insecurity, I was consumed by the apprehension that we didn't share the same dreams, the same fundamental vision for our lives. I feared, with a chilling certainty, that our differences would prove to be too great, too vast to bridge, and that if I dared to give you the entirety of my heart, those very differences would inevitably tear us apart, leaving us both shattered and broken. I was convinced, in my misguided certainty, that our contrasting views on life, on the very nature of love, and on the elusive concept of the future, would create an insurmountable barrier between us, a chasm too wide to ever cross. But I was wrong. Oh, how profoundly wrong I was. I've come to realize, through the painful clarity of hindsight and the wisdom born of your absence, that our differences are not, in fact, a weakness to be feared, but rather an extraordinary strength to be celebrated. They provide a unique and exquisite balance, allowing us to complement each other in ways I never, in my wildest imaginings, conceived. Your perspectives, your unique way of seeing the world, do not diminish mine. Instead, they enrich my life immeasurably, broadening my horizons, challenging my preconceptions, and making our connection, our shared journey, even more profound, more vibrant, more beautiful than I ever thought possible. Reflecting on my past actions, the choices that led us to this painful separation, I feel a deep, pervasive sense of regret for running from what was, without a shadow of a doubt, the most beautiful, most authentic connection of my entire life. There were countless moments when I allowed my fears, my deep-seated insecurities, and the cacophony of my inner turmoil to dictate my actions, to steer me away from the very thing my soul craved. I want, more than anything, to explain everything to you, to lay bare the truth of my heart, why I went silent, why I seemingly went against you, and why I, in my confusion and fear, ignored the very person my heart cried out for. My silence, I need you to understand, wasn't a reflection of a lack of feelings for you, quite the opposite. It was, in truth, a raw manifestation of my inner turmoil, a desperate attempt to grapple with emotions I didn't fully understand, emotions that overwhelmed me. And in that confusion, in that internal chaos, I made decisions, regrettable decisions, that ultimately caused you immense pain. You may, from your vantage point, believe that I am very happy right now, that I have effortlessly moved on, and that I am emotionally detached from you, perhaps even thriving in your absence. But the reality, I assure you, is quite the opposite. My external demeanor, the carefully constructed facade I present to the world, might suggest contentment, a semblance of peace. But internally, beneath the surface, I am struggling, grappling with a profound disquiet that refuses to be silenced. The absence of our connection, the void left by your departure from my daily life, has left a gaping chasm in my soul, one that I can't seem to fill, no matter how hard I try, no matter what distractions I seek. Not being in touch with you is a constant, gnawing ache that causes me sleepless nights, my mind replaying our moments, longing for your presence. It has brought with it a constant sense of anxiety, a low hum of unease that permeates my every waking moment. The longing for your presence, your voice, your laughter, is a persistent ache, a relentless reminder of what I've lost, a loss brought about by my own misguided actions. I know, with a clarity that stings, that I owe you a profound apology for unfairly treating you, for the casual cruelty of my behavior, and for the grievous act of breaking your trust. My behavior was unjust, undeniably so, and I take full, unreserved responsibility for the pain I caused, for the tears you may have shed, for the hurt that lingers in your heart. The guilt of my actions weighs heavily on me, a crushing burden that I carry with me always, and I am genuinely, deeply sorry for the hurt I've inflicted upon your precious heart. My intentions, I swear to you, were never to cause you pain. I never set out to wound you. But I understand, with a clarity that now pierces through my past blindness, that my actions, regardless of my intentions, did just that. It is of paramount importance for you to know, to truly believe, that my feelings for you are sincere, authentic, and run incredibly deep. Despite my mistakes, despite the regrettable detours I took, my love for you has remained constant, an unwavering flame in the deepest chamber of my heart.